In the wild, mysterious depths of Brittany, France, sits an old abandoned shack. Surrounded by ancient oaks and home to all manner of forest dwellers, it is here that we meet to share our stories. So pull up a seat, swing that light, grab your favourite beverage as we share another tantalising tale in the Freakin shack.
Got a very wobbly seat, apparently.
Yeah. If you see me go off backwards.
You just disappear. Do you know, I knew a piano player that did that once live on stage, and the pin, I don't know if you know this, but keyboard benches, like the little bench seats that they use, they go up like in a big X.
Yes, right? I know. Yeah.
So it goes up, and then there's a pin that goes through the middle, right? Well, the pin broke, so the whole thing went ka-chunk, it just flattened, and the guy just disappeared behind the keyboard. It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Anyway, hello, everybody.
Yeah, hi everyone.
Welcome. We're having a moment, but it's fine.
Yeah, we are having a moment. I tried to raise my seat, so I'm as tall as Steph, but it's still not. No. I think
I just do this. There you go. Now I'm the same height as you.
And anybody who's just listening to the audio,
I've literally just angled my camera up towards the ceiling so that I only take up 2/3 of the screen.
Yeah, I was unwinding my seat so it went higher. So, and then that's when I got a really wobbly seat.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So if I just disappear backwards onto the sofa behind me.
At least it's a soft landing.
It will be a soft landing, yeah. You'll just hear me go, as I go backwards.
Falling down a well.
Yeah. Like St. Piran. Yeah. When we did the St. Piran story. Wow. Do you know that is just over a year ago now?
It is almost a year ago. No, it's
over.
It's over a year ago.
Yeah.
That's just terrifying. No.
Yeah. Over a year now we've been doing this.
It's very cool. It's very cool.
It's been good.
And we've got big plans for the next.
We have got some interesting plans, haven't we?
Yeah.
We're going a bit more visual on YouTube. We're going to have some...
I feel like I need to apologise for that. Sorry, you have to look at us as well. It's just, sorry. Sorry.
If you want to come and look at us, you don't have to. You can just listen to the audio.
I'm honest.
Yeah. Dear. I dare say we'll put the audio version out as well, but it will be more of a visual one. So we're going to be doing chats in the evening after dark.
After dark at the shack.
Yes. Or the shack after dark. I can't remember which way round it is now.
Oh, fair.
I think
it's the shack after dark, actually, but yeah.
Yeah. But anyhow, that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing it on YouTube.
Potentially the people coming in as well.
Oh, well,
potentially.
We have got one person definitely coming on because he's not going to get around it. He's got to come on. And that is a friend of ours who has written a book. And I saw his book the other day. I'm just about to go and buy it on Amazon. I can get it on Kindle, but I want the book.
Yeah.
I want to have it on my shelf and say, this was written, like I could make room
on your bookshelf
behind me. And it'll go on the shelf, and I want it signed as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But he's written some ghost stories, which is right up our street.
Right up our street. I think we've got to give him a go. Got to give it a go. And he'll have to come on and tell us all about it.
Well, this is it. This is what I said. He'll have to come on and plug his book. But I think he ought to read a little bit of one of the stories to us. So I see you're drinking your beverage.
Oh, sod off. Do not disturb on, and so it rings. Please explain to me how that happens. Like, I literally set do not disturb, and the bloody thing's ringing.
Yeah, how does that work?
How does that work, honestly? And I wouldn't mind, but it's also complete and utter bollocks.
It's all a load of shit.
What a load of shit. Yes. It's just, honestly, because I put the do not disturb mode on. Oh dear. Anywho, yes, I have my beverage.
I have my beverage. You have a slightly more adult beverage.
I do. I have a glass of musca.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it's a very, 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 very sweet
dessert wine.
Yeah. Kind of like a Joinson, but not.
You sound very knowing there.
I do. But that's literally the only sweet wines I know. Is that one. And this is like a...
You weren't supposed to say that.
I know. I know lots of other wines.
You're supposed to go along with the thread.
I know lots of the other wines, but I'm not so au fait with the sweet, really, really sugary ones. Anyway.
Nice.
Moving on.
I have a coffee mocha.
Nice.
Which I think I had before, but I've got it in my cup so it stays hot.
Which you need because you're useless at drinking your hot drinks.
I am. But it's too hot to drink at the minute.
If I drink it like this, I scold my face off.
Yes, I will burn my tongue.
There. Okay, what are we talking about then?
We are talking about more. It's more cursed objects. Because we're still on this series, we're umming and ahhing about next week because next week is very.
It could go either way next week. We might do Tales from the Shack. We might do another episode. We haven't decided yet.
It could be. Can you get too controversial for a podcast? Probably not.
No, I don't think so.
So maybe we go controversial and have as many downloads as we've had this week. What happened there?
Don't know. It went a bit loopy.
It suddenly went really loopy. Well, see, I'd talked to the spirit. I'd said, hey, come on, we're working hard. It's a year in.
It's about bloody time.
Give us a bit of a break and let me go on to the podcast app and suddenly see this big line shoot up as showing how many people are listening to our podcast. And lo and behold,
it did.
I went on and there was a great line going up.
What?
Great line.
I love it.
And over, I think it was about 84 downloads.
Yeah.
All at once. Crazy. But I'm not sure exactly where. Well, we do know. We've got some idea of where they're from. But it's lots of different places. So either someone, like you were saying, was fannying around with a VPN.
Which is possible.
Which is
I'm not
totally
quite sure how you fit the criteria for fannying around with VPN. But I'm sure people manage somehow. There's
probably lots of people out there because the countries that if I go to the countries that we've got.
Yeah, it's a bit bizarre, isn't it?
Yeah, if I go over here, we did have a very big spike in downloads. But if I go to all the countries, we have our biggest audience is the United States. And whether they know what fannying around means, I'm not sure.
It's the same as arsing about, surely.
Arsing about, fannying about is the same thing.
I'm not sure.
It's just faffing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do people know what? No, we were watching two people on YouTube. We were watching someone on a YouTube and they said something about faffing about. And loads of people came on that weren't from the UK and were just like, excuse me, what's a faff?
One of my favourite things in the whole world was watching the Mummy, the first Mummy film with Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz. And she manages to get away beautifully with the line, can you tell, or can you guarantee me that this isn't some sort of a flim-flam? And it's just beautiful. It's wonderful. I was just, can you guarantee me that this isn't some sort of a flim-flam? And it's just, she does it so well. Yeah, and I was hooked then. I was like, that's it. This is brilliant.
Yeah. Anyway, fannying about. Yeah,
Fannying about, bit of a flim-flam, bit of a faff.
It's just sort of doing stuff when you don't necessarily need to, or doing
unnecessarily.
Stuff
it's just unnecessary.
Yeah. Almost like wasting time.
Yeah.
Or
you feel like
about.
You're wasting your time. Somebody else says it's important, but you feel like it's a waste of time. Therefore, it's a bit of a faff.
Yeah.
It's just the stuff you've got to do, but you don't want to do it because it's pointless and it's a waste of time.
Or you're doing something to get out of doing something that you should do.
Yeah, fair. Yeah.
Then you're probably
just faffing about. Yeah.
Yeah, faffing about or fannying about. What are you fannying about at? Go and do blah blah blah. Whatever.
I like it.
There you go.
I like it. There you go. Explanation done.
Quick British lesson. So the United States, we have is our biggest audience, and then France.
Of course.
And I think I'm sort of assuming it's English people listening in, but it could be obviously French people who can understand English.
Since learning a lot more French and getting to know a lot more French people, it does seem that a lot of French people understand a lot more English than they might be able to speak. So it is quite interesting. For me, it was the entire opposite. When I was learning French, I learned to speak a lot better than I could listen and understand. That is kind of starting to, level out, if not my understanding, and that is actually overtaking now. But it's interesting. Anyway, but so they might be French. They may well be French.
Yeah. But we got United Kingdom, obviously, and that's broken up into different areas if you go onto it. But we now have Brazil, which is a brand new one. Canada, which we've had before, but we now have 5 people from Canada.
Ooh.
And where
Exciting.
we only had 3 before. Argentina.
Oh.
Got 1 listener.
We're going to have to get
Argentina.
one of those big maps and then put like pins in where we've got...
I know. Yeah. I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put it in the shack.
I can put one up here.
You can put one up there.
I've got a room.
You got room. Argentina, Burkina Faso.
I have to ask, where the bloody hell is that?
If I get...
Hang on, I'm looking it up.
I did see it on the map the other day. I'm not going to say because I'll sound stupid.
West Africa.
I thought it was Africa.
Yep.
And we have Ethiopia as well.
Oh, there you go. So the other side of Africa.
Yeah. But then we have Ireland.
Oh,
as in...
and appropriate really for Halloween.
Absolutely. Yeah. So
Halloween, for those of you that don't know, Halloween originated in Ireland.
It did. And it was called...
should be acknowledged.
And is called Samhain. Doesn't look like that in the spelling.
No, it doesn't, no.
But it is pronounced Samhain.
And there was somebody on something the other day that was calling it Sam Hain. And I think they'd heard the word. I don't think they'd seen it at all. So I think they thought it was literally somebody called Sam, as in S-A-M, Sam Wayne.
Hain.
Or Sam Hain. I'm not sure. But either way, it was quite funny. I did have a bit of a giggle to myself. I'm not taking the mickey out of anyone because I'm just as guilty as pronouncing stuff wrong as everyone else.
We are the worst people
we are the worst.
for pronouncing things wrong.
Feel free to pick us up on our mispronunciations.
Yeah,
mispronunciations even.
Mispronunciations.
See, doing it already. Anyway, yes. Anywhere else?
Yeah, Italy. Brand new.
Nice.
Out of the blue. Yeah.
Fantastic.
And back to Russia, which we had some listeners from Russia before. So but we've got quite a few new listeners. So I'm excited.
I think it's got to be a good thing, right?
we have no money
No,
for promotion.
we are not funded. We have not put in any money into advertising or anything like that.
No.
We don't sell anything. It's just us.
Yeah.
That's it. Just us.
We have thought about doing some merch at some time.
Oh, yeah, but that's only because I want them. If
Yeah,
someone
we
else
want
wants them too, then wonderful. Great. I'll
we
put it
want
up
some
for you. But
t-shirts, but yeah. At the minute it's just my expensive hobby.
yeah. Yep.
Steph had some bits and pieces anyway, didn't you, Mike, and stuff
Oh,
like that
yeah.
when you would.
I mean, I've worked online doing all sorts of things and YouTube channels and things like that. So I had all my sort of decent lighting. Not that I'm using any of it now because I can't be bothered. So there you go. But
You've had a busy day.
I've had a busy day. I've had a busy bilingual day.
But yeah, so we are slowly growing, but with people sharing. Please share to other people who want to listen to our rabbiting on.
That's another good British one.
Yeah, and
bit
it just means
waffling. Bit of
waffling, talking. We do have some really strange words in the UK, don't we? For certain things.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, and it's not until somebody picks you up on it and you go, "Oh yeah, why do we say that?"
Yeah, it's a very rich vocabulary.
Yeah. Anyway,
talking of vocabulary and where we're going with today's episode, I suppose, seeing as we're already nearly 20 minutes in, we could start talking about it. Now, I'm going to be looking all over the place. You won't see if you're audioing this, just listening. You won't be able to see where my eyes are going. But otherwise, I'm looking all over the place.
She's got notes all over the room.
I have notes all over the room. I have notes on my phone. So tonight, we are diving into objects that punish the greedy.
Ooh.
Jewels and chests and jewelry, and one very angry pharaoh. There you go.
Okay then.
So we are beginning or starting with. Oh, by the way, don't think. What?
Nothing's just. So we're going to start, and oh, by the way. Anyway, go on.
Just mentioning, I think Mort is not in this episode.
No, he's going to have the night off. He's had a busy week. It's been Halloween, for goodness sakes.
Yeah, he's been up and about. No rest for the wicked.
I don't think he's wicked. I think he's all right.
Yeah, you watch when I record this. There'll be a little voice that comes in.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
it'll sneak a little sound in.
Sneaking.
Yeah, sneaky. Right. So the first one I have on my list is the Hope Diamond.
Oh.
Now, the origin of the Hope Diamond was that it was mined in India.
Oh, pretty.
And it is pretty. Yeah, it's beautiful. And possibly stolen from a Hindu idol. It's been passed around a lot of royals and collectors that are obsessed with status or purebloods.
Which actually isn't really, is it? But lies. It's all lies.
It's just my little link to Harry Potter.
Fair. Okay.
But it's that type of thing. It's the elite. It's the ones who feel they are above us.
Oh my goodness. Sorry, I was just reading about this thing. Go on.
Yeah. Anyway, I've got some notes that you can tell us a little bit more about what you're looking at. So some of the victims of this particular diamond was Louis XVI and Marie Antoinette, who had the diamond at some time, I'm assuming, and they were obviously beheaded. But then so were an awful lot more other French royalty and
It was fairly standard of the era, I think.
It was part of what was happening in France at the time. So whether it actually had anything to do with the Hope Diamond, I'm not sure. But lots of socialites were ruined or ended up dead. Apparently, it is now in the Smithsonian. And my notes say, has the curse gone dormant?
So is
Because
this the curse supposed to be the reason why they were beheaded?
Yes.
Oh, I see.
Yes. So and lots of ruination of the socialites and lots of people dying when I'm assuming when they owned or pinched or stole or became owners of the Hope Diamond. So I don't know if you've got any other information about it.
So I have one that says about the man who found the Hope Diamond, Jean-Baptiste Tavernier, if it's French, I don't know. But that's how you'd say it in French anyway, was said to be torn apart by wild dogs after, quote unquote, stealing the diamond from the Hindu statue.
Right.
From there, its next owners faced injury, death, or debt.
Yes, I've got bankruptcy here on one of my other notes.
Fair.
So,
just for basics here, just a bit of a brief description of this thing. The Hope Diamond is a 45.52 carat blue diamond, has been famed for its huge size and blue-violet colour. It was extracted in the 17th century from the Kolar mine in India, and the gemstone's exceptional size has revealed new information about the formation of diamonds.
Oh, wow.
So, quite sought after, and is currently... It's surrounded, this big blue diamond, or blue, violet, blue, whatever, blue violet color it says. It's surrounded by 16 white pear-shaped and cushion-cut diamonds as a pendant hanging from a chain with 45 diamonds. So the chain has 45 diamonds as well. And being valued at up to $350 million.
Not much then.
So just, loose change in the back pocket, really.
Yeah, I'll take 2.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's sorry, I've got a fly flying around my face. It is not the same. Anyone getting the visual currently? Well, no, there's a fly in my office.
Yeah, she's waving her arms around as if dancing.
Because it keeps landing on me. Oh, anyway, it is not the Heart of the Sea, the one from Titanic. It looks very, very similar to the one they put in that. It's not that. It's a different necklace entirely.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I've got the other thing about the Smithsonian as well, where it says it is now in the Smithsonian safe, they say, but some staff still report strange feelings when they are around it.
Just because I was curious as to how big diamonds get and who's got the biggest one. Because, you've got to ask these questions, haven't you? Turns out that the royal family in Thailand own the largest finished diamond.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, brilliant.
Do we have any listeners in Thailand? Did we say that?
Not yet. Not yet.
Might do after this episode.
You never know.
Yeah.
So the next one I have is, and I'm hoping I'm going to say this right, the Black Orlov Diamond, ORLOV. Its origin is it was stolen from a statue of Brahma. The Black Orlov is a black diamond, also known as the Eye of Brahma diamond. It weighs 67.50 carats, which is 13.500 grams. The diamond originally was 195 carats, It is said to have been stolen in the early 19th century in India. It supposedly featured as one of the eyes in a statue of the Hindu god Brahma.
Does that mean he had another one?
Another eye?
Yeah, was there two?
I am not sure, because sometimes some of these, they have like a third eye.
Oh, I see. So it could have been.
I'm not saying that's what it was, but it does say as one of the eyes. So maybe there was two eyes or more.
I have to say it's pretty.
It is very pretty. It's beautiful. It was stolen by a Jesuit cleric. According to legend, this theft caused the diamond to be cursed. In 1932, a diamond dealer, J.W. Paris, reportedly took the diamond to the United States and soon after committed suicide by jumping. I mean, not even quietly or anything. He jumped from a skyscraper in New York City.
Oh, my life.
Later, owners of the diamond included two Russian princesses. I'm not going to say their names because I'll
butcher them.
Yeah. Both women allegedly jumped to their deaths in the 1940s. The diamond was later bought by Charles F. Winson and cut into 3 pieces in an attempt to break the curse. So
or
that's
potentially
why
make it 3 times as powerful.
Yeah.
Because now it attacks 3 people at the same time.
Now it attacks 3 people at the same time. Yeah, to break the curse anyway. But that's why it's a smaller diamond now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's suspended from a necklace. You wear it round your neck like a Horcrux.
Yeah, funny that. Yeah. That necklace, again, is another one. It's not just a chain. It's 124 diamonds.
Yeah.
So it's a lot. There's a lot going on there.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that it says they're pretty confident that the curse is broken. Just, we're pretty sure.
We're pretty sure.
Yeah, we never heard anything after that. It's like, well, there could be a reason for that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But it has been displayed at the American Museum of Natural History in New York City and the Natural History Museum in London. There you go.
I think they're all a bit bulky for me. I'm a bit more of a understated girly.
Yeah. I don't wear much jewelry. Never. I haven't even got a ring on. My wedding ring broke.
My engagement ring looks like something's chewed it. I love it. It's sand cast palladium. But because of that, it does look battered and I love it for that.
Yeah,
I chose that. That's what I chose. And I absolutely love it because it doesn't look all new and shiny and like it's supposed to, like, pristine and sparkly.
Yeah.
No one would look at it twice, if I'm honest.
I need you to have a look at this because I've got the next one is called the Conjured Chest. CONGJURED. Conjured, as in magic, like. It was crafted by an enslaved man in Kentucky who was beaten to death. Why? I'm not sure. So that's why I needed you to look into it. The link for greed, which is what we're looking at today, is that this particular chest is linked to inheritance disputes and family greed, which is all too real sometimes.
Yeah. Well, you always know it, when you lose somebody in the family and everyone comes out the woodwork looking for any of the money,
Yeah. There have been apparently 18 victims to this chest, 18 deaths across generations. And somebody has said it isn't just haunted, it's angry.
Oh.
Yeah. So have you got anything on it at the minute?
I've got 18 deaths are associated with the chest.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I've got.
Yeah. And one of them was somebody that donated the chest to a historical society. The chest haunted her family for generations. because she gave the damn thing away.
Wow.
And its reputation extends outside of, so it started in Kentucky.
Yeah.
It was donated to the Kentucky Historical Society in 1976. But I'm guessing that the chest haunted them for generations prior to that.
Yeah.
So it wasn't because she gave it away. It was because they had it, was the thing. The chest traveled to Las Vegas in 2015, where it was featured in season 1 of the Travel Channel's Deadly Possessions. On the show, paranormal investigator Zach Baggins. I don't know how to say that, but I just, I keep thinking like Shire Baggins. It's not that.
How do you spell it?
Bagans.
Ah, right.
Zach Baggins. Or I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Zach. I apologize profusely. But the investigator interviewed Virginia Carrie Hudson Main's daughter, Beverly, about her mother's motivations to donate the chest. And I have a quote here from her. I don't think she would turn it loose. I mean, imagine putting it out on the curb knowing that someone might put items in it and then die. She felt that it needed to be preserved, but to be kept away from innocent people in a place that would make it very clear that it wasn't to be used.
Wow.
So apparently, yes, it looks like it's not a very nice thing. And I have to admit, when we've looked at some of these cursed objects, it's like, how do you get rid of them? How do you get a shot of it? And to be fair, donating it to a museum where they know exactly what it is and they know the stories and the histories around it, that's probably the best thing to do, I think.
Yeah.
I think good choice, well made. Yeah.
Yeah. But how many have been put into museums and like the staff are very wary about having anything to do with it or going near it, or because that was the same with was it the Annabelle doll or something?
That's right.
As well, wasn't it?
Well, there was the crying one that cried inside. Is that what it was? Cried inside the case.
Yeah. And she's not always on show, is she? She's sometimes in the basement. Well, there you go. Right. One of the other ones that I got was one we talked about before, which was one of, because we looked at cursed objects related to love. And so when I was looking up this, the Bassano vase came up again, which was given to a bride who died. I'm not quite sure whether that was actually, there was much to do with greed there as such. But we do have the Delhi purple sapphire. And then in brackets, it says amethyst. Yeah, poor old India just seems to get everybody looting all their treasures. A bit like Egypt and places like that, really. Yeah,
but places with the most history.
We will go to Egypt later on. But again, this particular sapphire or amethyst, whichever they're calling it, I've got two of those here, was looted from a temple during the 1857 Indian Mutiny.
Do you know where it is now? Because I've got it here. If you,
I have. The only thing I've got, it said it has been found in a museum with a warning note saying treble cursed or something. So like
it's currently in the Natural History Museum in London.
Oh wow! Okay.
And because the Brits are they just get their grubby little mitts on everything, don't they?
Yeah, they do really. I can't say I agree with any of this, and there are certain artifacts that I think should go back to countries that it belonged to originally.
Yeah, but I think anyway. This one is, despite it being called a sapphire, it is actually an amethyst.
Yeah. That's why I've got two names on it.
Yeah,
and it does
stone
say
itself is actually an amethyst.
Yeah, and the actual
pretty.
The actual link to the greed part, it was colonial plunder. There you go.
Because of course it was. That's why it ended up in London.
Yeah, and it was passed between owners hoping to profit. So again, all about money. Victims.
Okay, so sorry, a little bit more here.
Go on.
apparently it's quite difficult to distinguish between the purple sapphire and the amethyst, so because the colours are very, very similar.
Right.
But it says that the purple sapphires are much more stable under normal conditions, whereas an amethyst colour is sensitive to heat and light.
Ah, right.
I'm not sure how, but, I don't know what it does in those conditions. But anyway, so yeah, this one is an amethyst.
Okay. It says here that the victims were subject to financial ruin, depression and despair.
But that's because you nicked it. That's because you had your grubby little mitts on stuff that wasn't yours.
Don't take stuff that
Don't.
isn't yours.
Yeah. House rule, don't be a dick, right? It's the only rule, don't be a dick.
Saying that, don't take stuff that isn't yours. I was watching a little TikTok the other day of people that have booby-trapped their parcels on their doorstep.
Oh, yeah, with the paint and yeah. How sad is it when you can't even have a parcel delivered to your house and left on your front doorstep? I got a parcel delivered this morning, and it was exactly the same thing, just left outside. It's fine. It was fine. And I was just like, I can't imagine not being able to trust my neighbours.
No, I know.
I can't even imagine. And I know that some people drive for miles and, just drive past down streets that have nothing to do with them and they don't live there.
Yeah.
But they drive down streets just to see if there's anything outside people's houses they can get their mitts on.
I know.
I'm also aware that desperate times and all that cause, desperate measures, but there are better ways, I feel.
Saying that, quite a few years ago, we had a neighbour who was a single mum with a little girl. We had a parcel delivered to our house. We were not rich.
This was in the lead up to Christmas. No, we were not.
We had scrimped and saved and made sure that you kids, because we had 5 of you at the time, we were a blended family of two.
You had 2 and then ended up with 5.
Yeah, we ended up with 5 altogether. So we have 5 kids between us. And we would make sure that our children had presents on Christmas morning. We both worked very hard. Many years went past where me and my husband bought ourselves nothing.
Nothing.
So that the children had something. Anyway, this parcel was delivered. We weren't home. We were obviously at work, and it was delivered to our neighbour. Now, we are talking 25 years ago?
25, 30 years ago, gotta be.
Yeah. So it was a long time ago. It was before Amazon's. But anyway, it was delivered to a neighbour. We had a note through our door saying we have delivered it to number whatever it was. I went over there and I said, "Hi, can we have our parcel, please?" And I was told, "No, it's not here." And I was like, "But I have a note to say that the delivery driver has left it here." "No," she said, "I haven't got anything." And I said, "Are you sure?" And she was like, no, I haven't got anything." I was like, right, okay. So we rang the delivery people and they assured us that they had left it at this woman's house. So I went to the police station to find out where I stood, because there was no phones to take a photograph as to where this had. We were just relying on the delivery driver, who was a local bloke in actual fact. It wasn't like he didn't know the area. So we were relying on him to tell us where he delivered the parcel. So the police officer was extremely impressed with the fact that I hadn't caused a fuss and hadn't caused a shout out. And he said, "Excuse me, but would you like a job?"
Yeah, de-escalation tactics necessary sometimes.
Yeah, you would like a job, would you? And I said, "No, I've worked for the police myself, so no, I don't. I have a job, thank you very much." But he gave me some ideas of what I could say. So I went back. I knocked on the door and I said, "Look, I've been to the police station and I've asked their advice, and they've told me to get a statement from the delivery driver, and he has said that he delivered it here. Now we can take it further if you wish. I can call the police. The police have said that they will come, and they will come and talk to you and search your house if necessary. Do you really want to take it that far, or do you want to give me the parcel now and we'll just leave it at that? With that, she broke down a little bit and said, yes, I have got the parcel. Where I said, thank you. And she gave me the parcel. And I said, why? Why did you take it? And she said, because I've not got anything for my little girl. And I was just like,
that we can help with.
I was like, I have a loft full of toys that will be perfect for your little girl. Rather than doing what you did, you could have easily come
Just
to my
talk
door.
to us, come and ask. It
Come
wouldn't
and
have been. Was that before or after we did the big toy drive for the family across the road? Where we took them a load of. Santa hadn't come to their house.
No, that was.
Was it before or after that? I don't know.
That was before. That was before. Yeah, that was before.
So I was going to say, we had already done that for another family.
We did it, yeah.
Yeah.
We did it for lots of families where we obviously with you lot all growing up and things, and we always had a house full of toys that you'd grown out of.
Yeah.
And I at the time was working in the school. So I knew a lot of the families and I knew the situations they were in. So sometimes it's don't take things that don't belong to you. And sometimes
reach out. Yes. Reach out instead.
Go and talk. Go and
chat
talk
to your neighbours.
Chat to your people at the food bank, to your social workers, sometimes there's a lot of people out there that are more than willing to help.
Yep.
So anyway, moving on, we have, now I wrote it down. We have the DeBerk box. DeBerk box. It is a wine cabinet. It is spelt DYBB UK. And it is a wine cabinet said to contain a malevolent spirit. Wow.
Oh, wow. I need some context here. Hang on. Oh, okay. So it's a very small, it's a small
little
wine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like very, very old fashioned one. Okay. Cool.
And it is a malicious spirit, supposedly from Jewish folklore. It was bought at an estate sale. The buyer ignored warnings and opened it. Cue nightmare illnesses and shadow figures.
Do you want to know something cool? So, I don't think it's a real box.
Okay.
In 2021, Manus admitted to writer Charles Moss that the box was his own creation. I am the creative writer. The box is the DeBerk box is a story that I created, and it's a story that has done exactly what I intended it to do when I posted it 20 years ago.
Oh, cool. Well,
it's a story, but I love it. Carry on.
It must have been a box. There must have been a box because it says here, it was sold repeatedly on eBay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wine cabinets claim to be haunted by the DeBerk. DeBerk, whatever it is. A malicious demon that is said to hold the power to invade and possess a living person.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it says here that the victims said that they had illnesses, nightmares, and lots of fear. So there's obviously lots of fear around this. This is absolute typical creepypasta.
Yeah, and it's within Jewish mysticism. Sorry, I thought it was Catholicism. No, it's not. It's not at all. Dyslexia's a beach. That's all I can say. Jewish mysticism and folklore.
Yes.
So there you go.
And it does say the twist was the original seller admitted fabricating parts of it, but the fear remains.
Yeah.
So
I love it. Okay. Sorry, there was another link here to whether or not it was in the Bible. And there's something about the debunking Jewish folklore, a disembodied human spirit because of former sins wanders relentlessly until it finds a haven in the body of a living person. Belief in such spirits was especially prevalent in the 16th and 17th century in Eastern Europe. So there you go.
Wow.
There you go. But yeah, it does seem to be myth, legend, story, which is right up our alley. I have no issues here.
No. So the last one that I've got here is Tutankhamun and the Curse of Plunder.
Ooh.
And there's the tomb of Tutankhamun was found in 1922 by Howard Carter. Most tombs were looted. I mean, hundreds of them were looted. Tut's was nearly intact, but the rest of them they kept having to move these
sarcophaguses.
Yeah, and all their bits that went with them, because it was all to do with their belief of being sent into the afterlife with their things from this world, so that they had them in the afterlife.
Yeah. So if somebody then comes in and nicks it, it's not really helpful, is it?
No. But on some of my notes here, the most famous case, the tomb of Tutankhamun by Howard Carter. Within months, Lord Carnarvon, the expedition's sponsor, was dead. Infection, they said, but the press called it a curse. And then that just grew. And it wasn't just him. Other members of the team died under strange circumstances. Heart attacks, fevers, accidents. Even Carter's pet canary was reportedly eaten by a cobra. The cobra is the symbol of the Egyptian royalty.
There you go.
Yeah. Ancient tombs sometimes include inscribed warnings like "Death shall come on swift wings to
those who open this chest."
Yeah, to him who disturbs the king's rest.
Okay. Sorry, I was quoting the Mummy, but you know.
Well, it's probably that's where it's come from, because this was actually inscribed. Death shall come on swift wings to him who disturbs the king's rest. Whether literal or symbolic, they were meant to scare off grave robbers. And it worked. For centuries, locals feared entering certain tombs, but colonial era explorers, not so much. They just saw treasure and pound signs or dollar signs in their eyes, and they didn't see the taboos. They also didn't see the possible bacteria that had been buried beneath.
Yeah, when they actually did that that section there where I don't think it was quite as extreme as they showed it in the movie, but they did a thing where the diggers that opened the box kind of got sprayed with like a corrosive chemical, and apparently that some kind of pressurized salt acid was what they said in the movie. I don't think it was quite as dramatic as they showed it in the movie, but it was a thing apparently. I don't know how true it was, but apparently it was a thing.
It does say modern scholars suggest that mold, bacteria, or even psychological suggestion might explain the deaths, but the myths of the curse endures because it taps into something primal, the fear of taking what isn't yours.
Yeah.
So it's that guilt feeling, isn't it, afterwards?
Yeah. It's you feeling like you're a piece of shit because you took something that wasn't yours. Yeah. Kind of makes you feel bad, and like you punish yourself, and then you create in your mind the story that you are actually being punished.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let the dead keep their trinkets, because you can't wear jewelry if you're being haunted by its original owner.
No.
And that's where I go back to my Horcrux necklace.
Yeah.
that had a living part of Voldemort's soul inside.
Yep. Yeah, it's just not worth it, guys. Not worth it.
Yeah, so the mummy's curse was fueled by press and superstition. Many deaths were coincidental, but the myth persists. So yes, just reflecting really on the greed of all of this, the fact that so much people try and stop you from stealing it or taking it by having some sort of suspicious type curse around it.
Yeah, the suggestion almost.
So the suggestion of it, they hope, will deter you from actually stealing it and taking it away. And then that plays on your mind, and then things can happen because that's what you're focused on, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't take things
They
that don't
shouldn't
belong
have
to you.
to dissuade you.
No.
Keep your little mitts to yourself.
These objects don't just punish theft, they punish obsession. So if you ever find a glittering gem or a dusty chest in the attic, or somewhere else that you shouldn't be looking,
Yeah.
or you shouldn't be, maybe just leave it alone. Just leave it where it is.
Yeah,
I do love to see the urban explorers that go into these houses that thankfully haven't been touched by idiots. I'm sorry, they are idiots that go in and destroy everything and smash windows and just. But some of these places that these urban explorers go into, where nobody's got into it yet, and they don't touch anything. They, they might look into a book of photographs or something and record what's there, but they are very careful about not touching stuff so that they don't disturb what isn't theirs.
I think that's the thing. Like, if you find something in a loft, or you find something in somebody else's place, or you find something in an ancient burial ground or crypt or whatever, it does come back to that general rule of don't be a dick.
Standards have slipped, mark my words.
Yeah.
Just don't.
Rule number one.
Yeah, don't be a dick. If you could kind of look at it and go, is it a dick move? Yeah, it might be a bit of a dick move. Don't do it.
Yeah.
See? Yeah.
You will feel far better about yourself. Okay.
Yes.
So now we've had a moral to the story.
Yeah, there you go. That's my take on the whole situation.
So I'm going to invite our listeners, our new listeners as well, to share their own cursed tales or family legends, because we would love to hear from you. If you have anything like this, it doesn't have to be a cursed object. It could be any weird, strange tale. My husband had a very strange thing happen to him this week while I've been away.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, normally
Sorry,
things
I knew
don't
about this.
Yeah. Normally things don't happen here. It's very rare for anything to happen here in and around apart from Mortimer, of course.
Well, I mean, that's fairly standard now, isn't it?
Yeah. But this was he woke up in the middle of the night and the dog was just deep growling. Downstairs, which is
not like her.
No, is really unusual for her.
That's weird.
And not barking, which is what she would normally do. If there was somebody outside or an animal or something like that, she would bark. But this was just this deep, deep growl. We're nearly done. You can take your headphones off in a minute.
Sorry, my ears are so sore. My right ear especially is so sore. Why don't they make these headphones with like decent sized holes in the puffy bit?
You are supposed to be able to get over ear ones, and they are supposed to.
I tell you, it just doesn't fit. It doesn't fit.
Perhaps you have big ears.
I've got big ears. Call me Dumbo. It's fine.
Anyway,
Sorry,
carry on with the song. I should do this, really, shouldn't I? I should do that while I'm telling the story. Anyway, my husband went down to see the dog to see what was going on because it was quite weird behaviour, and went to the bathroom while he was down there anyway. Came back again. The dog had settled, so he went back upstairs to bed. And there are no street lights near where we live.
No.
If you turn the lights out, apart from the moon shining, there is no light.
I went outside one time at your place, and you know when normally you step outside the house and you have to take a second just to kind of start to see roughly where things are and get your bearings, and even though it's really, really, really dark, you can see the general shape of buildings and that kind of thing, right? I could see sod all, like nothing, and I turned all the lights out, and it was absolutely the pitchiest black I've ever known at your place, and it was crazy. Absolutely crazy. I've never known anything so dark.
Shall I give you another saying?
What's that?
It's as black as the inside of your hat.
Oh, yeah, I remember that from when I was a kid. I was always like, I haven't got a hat. Black as your hat.
Or it's as black as Newgate's knocker.
What's that about?
That was a prison knocker, and it was black iron.
Oh.
I used to knock on the door of the prison, but it was black. So that was a very Cockney
I love
thing.
that.
Black as Newgate's knocker.
Newgate's knocker. I like it.
Yeah. There you go. There's lots of sayings today.
So anyway, he went back to bed.
He went back to bed, laying down in bed, and the dog was growling again. And pacing up and down because we've got...
This is the thing, because I remember when you told me about this and you said, she was growling. And I'm like, Indy growls all the time in his sleep. You know, he will do the thing that we probably caught on the podcast a number of times already, where he does this bark in his sleep. And there's been a couple of times that he's let out this really deep throaty growl. And we're both kind of like, oh, bloody hell, he's never made that noise to anything. Anyway, it was when you told me that she was pacing up and down. I was like, that is not a sleeping dog. That's not I'm in my sleep, I'm dreaming thing. Not for her. Because I know there are dogs that get up in their sleep, but this was not her.
No, this was definitely not her. No, she was actually awake, agitated, and growling.
Do not disturb is on.
Do you know? It could be Mortimer.
Do you know, I'm blaming him. Mortimer, pack it in. Pack it in. It's not big, it's not clever, and it don't cut no ice with me. All right? I don't know how it's doing it. Obviously, my do not disturb is not working.
Anyway, no, she was not settled, and the little light that comes on when you walk past at night kept coming on.
Oh my God.
And of course that's flashing up the stairs. Steve can see this light. And he said he sat there in the dark and he said, I just had the most weird, creepy feeling. He said that where you get cold up your back and shivers up your spine. And he said it just felt weird, really weird. He said, so I turned the bloody light on. He said, I wasn't going to
this.
Yeah.
If something's creeping up on me, I'm going to see it when it does. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So he switched the light on, and then And he said he read for a little while and whatever. The dog settled down and eventually he went off to sleep. But he said the next day he got up and he was just like walking around the house looking around, and he was just like, it was just such a weird feeling. He said it wasn't a nice feeling at all in that bedroom, which is very
That's
strange.
weird. Yeah,
That
weird.
is very strange for Steve. Anyway, he said in the end he spoke to the big man. He always says that he goes for a walk, what he calls his walk and talk, and he talks to the big man.
Nature.
Whoever,
the general, yeah, put it out into the world.
Put it out into the universe, yeah. And he spoke to the big man and he said, "Oi,
pack it in."
I don't mind. I'm quite happy when like my dad comes through sometimes, or I get a
little
feeling
messages.
little messages, little signs. I'm quite happy with. I did not like that last night, and it needs to stop right now.
Pack that shit in.
Can you just get rid of it? Stop it! Stop it now! I did say to him, "How's it been since?" And he said, "No, it's absolutely fine now."
Yeah.
He said, "I didn't have anything else after that. No feelings. I've come back now, and I'm on my own now because it's like revolving doors in our house at the minute."
Ships that pass in the night.
Yeah, we had 2 or 3 days together, and now he's gone off back to the UK now. So I'm in the house on my own.
Well, you'll have to let us know next time to see if anything weird happens.
Yeah, no, nothing weird's happening.
No.
Unless Mort wakes up
Yeah.
from his
It's Mort.
Halloween sleep.
I didn't claw my way out of the afterlife for this.
So there you go.
Well, that's all right. We can wind his neck in. It's fine. We love you, Mort. It's fine.
So that's our little story, our little shine a light. But that's been our episode on cursed objects for greed and envy, and probably profit, which is what a lot of it's all about. Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
So
we're either going to be doing another episode to finish off the series, or we might just dive in to our next series.
we might have a story in between.
Yeah, we'll have a tale from the shack.
We'll have,
but then we will hopefully dive into our next season.
Yeah, and our next season is so amazing.
I'm excited for this because I have done quite a lot of research into this. Because essentially we're going to take you back to your childhood and beyond.
But in a dark way.
But in a really dark way. Because we're going to be looking at nursery rhymes that are freaky and fairy tales. But the original tales, not the ones that you generally hear about. But we've got some really nice... Not Disney. It's not Disney. It's so far away from Disney. But there's some really nice little snippets that I've got for some of the Disney princesses that were not so glamorous. Some of them were creepy and weird and absolutely horrific.
Ooh.
We are going into these
deep
stories in a deep way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of them not so pleasant.
No, some of them are really scary, actually.
Yeah,
but we thought it would be.
I'm not going to tell you what. Not going to tell any more about what we're going to be talking about because I don't want you to look it up in advance. So no cheating, no cheating. You have to tune in for our podcast. That's it.
Yeah, as we lead up to Christmas.
Yes,
with
and
our
then we get all nice
tales.
Again.
Yeah. Or not. So there you go. That's what you've got to look forward to.
Cool. Anyway, with that being said, my lovely, lovely listeners, keep your minds open and your lamps lit. And we will see you again next time at the Freakin' Shack.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for hanging out in the shack with us. If you've got a strange story, theory, or even just a spooky question, send it to shackpackinbox@gmail.com because we'd love to hear from you. Follow us to ensure that you never miss an episode of the Freakin Shack, because listening to us is much cheaper than therapy and slightly more spooky. Until we meet again next week, Shackbackers, take care.